Om Shanti. So at the outset, many happy returns of the day. Is this greeting okay? Many happy returns of the day. Is this greeting okay? Yes? Who will answer this question?
You can unmute and answer.
Huh?
I'm just asking them that if they can unmute and answer.
It is not.
It is?
That means we are thinking that it will be a sad day,
Is
so we are
okay?
making you happy.
Acha, you put it on your chat box, okay? I will read. Is it okay?
I said box. Okay.
What does our sister Geeta say? Is it okay?
All right. Why I am?
Geeta then?
Yeah. There am I. Uh,
Okay.
so
We need much more.
Both the answers are correct. Many happy returns of the day. In a way, it is okay because we have to keep in our minds the word that we give to Baba, the promise that we make, the aim that we keep. And daily, if we revise it, it remains ever fresh. And we never digress it. So, in a way, it is okay. Another way is no. How long will we keep on tying this Rakshabhandan, giving promise to Baba? Once this promise is done, it is done. Fine. I do not know if you know the story. Once Baba came to the class in Madhuban and he brought lot of rakhis with him. And Baba asked the class, said to the class, oh, today is Rakshabandhan and Baba will come to tie Rakhi to everyone. Are you all ready? Raise your hands. Majority of them raised their hands. Then Baba saw a few have not. So Baba said, why should Baba will tie Rakhi? Then everyone raised their hand. But then Mama did not raise her hand. Baba said to Mama, Mama, why are you not raising your hand? Baba is going to tie. Won't you respect Baba? Won't you give regard to Baba? Baba is going to tie. Mama said, no. Once it is done, it is done. So, Baba said, Mama has passed the test. So today also, when I ask this question, both the answers are correct. In a way, every single day, if we remind ourselves, in fact, if you ask me, Now we don't need to remind ourselves also. It has become so pakka with us that we cannot go astray. So, Baba says, children, you have to be the Swaroop. Swaroop means the embodiment. I'll talk about it a bit later, that this is most essential in the present times when there is negativity, chaos, confusion all around. And Baba has shown to the world there are certain things on which human beings have control. Then there are those things over which they have no control at all. So Baba says, this is the time when everyone is feeling so helpless, they cannot do anything. And it is true, while facing the nature, we cannot do anything. Nature is so powerful. Since we have exploited it for so long, now it is revenging. And we cannot do anything. But Baba says, Mirva maut malu ka shikar. When there is trouble, chaos all around, there is something which can still help us, and that is our duty. What is our duty? I'll talk about it a bit later. In that sense, if we remind ourselves, then it's okay. Now, in the second sense, it is wrong. No. Because once it is done, it is done. So, Bap Dada, I was, just a coincidence. Bap Dada looks at our chart and he says, you are the ones who glorify Baba, who will be taking Baba to every nook and the corner of the world. How? I'll talk about it a bit later. But the topic today that is there with you, it is on love. Our relationship with Baba is based on love. We did not know Baba. We had no introduction of him. And this is also true. There can be what we call prapti. Only prapti means getting the fruits of our efforts. This will be possible only and only when we have deep relationship with Baba. If there is no relationship, there will be no experience of fulfillment. Hence, our relationship with Baba, just He is God and we are His children, no. He is our Father and we are His children, no. He's there looking at us every single second. He's watching us. No. Our relationship with Baba is purely based on love. Baba says to us, children, remember me every time, every second, everywhere. How does this become possible? If you look at your own lives, you love your children, you love your parents, you love your partners, you love them. What's the proof? What's the proof with you? Not in physical sense, but otherwise. You share with them. You communicate with them. You keep company with them. You take out your heart with them. You love them. You don't forget them. You never forget them. Never, never, and never. Why? Because you love them. Love is the basis of our mental communion with Baba. A person comes to the mind only if you have love for her or him. Anything good happens, bad happens, you immediately talk to the person, share. And we know now, we have had all these experiences with people, human beings. But we do, how much experience do we have with Baba? Baba looks at our line of love in our hands. Since we became Baba's children, is this line which is straight, or there have been hiccups in between, or it has been breaking every now and then? Baba looks at this. How deep this has been, I'll talk about it. I recall Bab Dada's Murli, because Baba is the ocean of knowledge. And he, the ocean of knowledge, gives us such deep gyan which is unforgettable. It is never in our minds. Incomparable. Whatever Baba says, it is there. Very unique, very special. It is not like what we have been hearing all these years. No. What is the speciality? What's the uniqueness? In love also, when you talk about the qualities of love, you can make a big list. But what Baba says to us is again very special, different. This is what is the ocean of knowledge, ocean of love. Baba said, there are three kinds of children. Love of three kinds. One, those who love Baba from the heart. From the heart. And when there is love from the heart, it is true, honest, transparent, with full devotion, full dedication, as though Baba and we are one. He is there and we his children. No gap in between, just one. Love lean. The ones who are totally immersed in the love of Baba, lovely. Where people say, Baba, you and I are one. I get lost in your love. Disappear, lean, totally disappear. This is love from the heart. I don't know if you have seen the film 8 Postures of Heart. Beautiful film that was made by our team, international team. You must have seen it. Love. And Baba says, love is like fire. प्यार की अग्नि. And in this fire, we absolve our sins. We absolve all negativity. It is through love we get seated on Baba's heart throne. Where do we want to sit? There are those who are in the eyes of Baba. Baba says, you are the apple of my eye. Mastak Mani. You are always in my memories. Hirday Mani. You are always there in my heart. Where am I? And Baba has clearly said, children, Baba's heart throne is so big, so broad, it can accommodate everyone. Everyone. Where am I? So, Bab Dada said this is the first kind, first quality. The second one is those children who love me, but with some selfish interest. They love Baba, but there is some selfish interest also involved. As long as that aim is being pursued, we remember him, love him. And once that is over, we finish it. Baba says, children, you have to check, is your love, which is from the heart, or it is the love which we have for the time being to fulfill our desires, and then we say goodbye. Baba said in Hindi, matlab ka sneh. And third one is out of compulsion, mazboori, mazboori ka sneh, out of compulsion. Since everyone is there, love Baba, so I also have to. Mazboor hokar, out of compulsion. There's no other way out. So I have to do it. I have to. And interestingly, when Baba was talking about this, he spoke about only the first kind. He did not speak about the second and the third. And what did he say more on it? He added the dimension of time. He added the full dimension of life. That is, Baba said, the ones who love me from the heart, they will have one special quality, and that is, they will love me with all their relationships. The mother, the father, teacher, Satguru, friend, partner, child, and so on. This is very, very important. In the world, there are two things. One is relationship, and the second one is sampatti, wealth. We get both these things from Baba. Baba is my world. And there, I have all my relationships with him. Why Baba says you have to have all relationships with me? There's a reason. And the reason is, if you don't remember me as your mother, then your mind will be pulled by your Lokic mother. If you don't remember me as a friend, then friends will pull your mind. This is why it is very important that we have all our relationships with Baba. So, Bab Dada, while saying this, he also mentioned one more point where our mind never went. And that is, Baba said, you have to have love and relationship answering the demands of time. For instance, he said, if you are in the class, I'm in the class as a student, and he is my supreme teacher. But if at that time I start seeing him as my friend, it will not be right. Baba wants, according to the time, we must relate ourselves with Baba with that particular relation. Sitting in the class, I start having you while listening to the Murli. But I start at that time having an exercise of 5 swarup or exercise of being bodiless. Baba said, is it right? No. As the time, so the relationship. Our relationship should be according to the time. So, Baba said, only then you will have fulfillment. If you want your apron to be full, your intellect to be full, then you have to have the experience of all relationships. All. Then Baba says, if you are able to do this, what will be the consequence? What will be the result? The result will be you'll be able to remember Baba easily. Easily and always. Sada or Sahaj. Always and easily. So, love that we have with Baba from our hearts All these things automatically flow from Baba's heart towards us. What is it that we are not able to get from Baba? Everything, everything. Just interesting story. Our some mothers who are in bondage, they at times have to undergo a lot from the low kicks. And what happens is they are, say, segregated, boycotted, and so on. So they become all alone. I know one Mataji, belonged to very big family and very good family. But husband did not want pure life. And she did not want to give up purity. So differences were there. And this Mataji allowed her husband to remarry. He did. This Mataji took full care of that woman. New wife of the husband. She used to serve everything. And slowly, slowly, she withdrew herself and started living independently. All alone. She wasn't educated. And now, this is corporeal body, Kali body. At times, health issues are there. And one day, she says, I was having very high temperature, sick, headache. And she remembered Baba and said, Baba, I need you. I want you. Baba, take care of this body. You are my doctor. You will not believe. Within a few minutes, someone came to her house and she requested him to bring medicine, etc. And that person took full care of her. This is no magic. There are 1,001 experiences of Brahman souls. When they call out to Baba with love, he does appear. I came across a brother just last week. He narrated to me 2 instances how Baba loves him and protects him. Love becomes the umbrella. Love becomes the canopy. Love becomes the security. He said he was sleeping in Gyan Sarovar. He's Gyan Sarovar Nivasi. And he was sleeping in summer outside. In India, some people like to sleep outside in summers because it is cool. And at times, if the ground is nice, clean, they just spread a bed sheet and sleep. And this brother also did the same. In the morning, when he gets up and picks up his pillow, he finds a big cobra over there. Under his pillow, where he was sleeping. This cobra, how did this cobra enter and was there for so long? When he picked up the pillow, the cobra showed its hood. There was eye to eye, face to face meeting with this cobra. He just got away from it. A brother came with a stick to kill that cobra. But this brother said, since Baba has protected me and this cobra has not done anything wrong to me, it should be left just like that. What is it? I don't say these, I don't believe in such magical kinds of things. But it happens. Baba has said clearly to us, you just call me out of love, Baba, and I'm there for you. You are my child. He's always there with us. Once he said, children, you don't take full benefit from me. All these things we have to appreciate. How Baba expresses his love through providing us security, providing us with strength, power, authority. Just he says, I'm there with you. And how much secure do we feel? This is the answer that Baba gives us for the true love that we have for him. I was talking to you that we must experience a relationship according to the situation, time. And Baba said, you must be able to mold yourself, be flexible and mold yourself accordingly. If you're not able to mold yourself, just as if someone is having a very hefty body, such a person will not be able to do exercises, but the one whose body is lean will be able to do all those exercises. Similarly, Baba said, if you're not able to do, not able to experience, then what's the reason? What's the reason? The reason is, Baba has said, your intellect is not that much refined. What Baba says, Maheen Buddhi. Your intellect should be refined, refined intellect. But it is not. This is why you are not able to understand and appreciate the importance of the time and the situation. If you understand it, you will be able to mold yourself. So, Baba says, children, this intellect has to be very clean and clear. What is impure in it has to be removed. Your intellect should be very, very clear, very, very refined, very subtle, he said. When he says subtle, it means that we should be able to have good catching power, should be able to understand, catch what Baba wants us to say, what Baba wants to say to us. So, this is Suksham, Suksham Buddhi. The ones who have angelic intellect, subtle intellect, these souls do not get entangled in big, big things, paraphernalia. No. Just withdraw because it is meaningless. Meaningless. And then we'll have lots of exclamations, question marks, and colons and semicolons and so on. The subtle intellect immediately understands what is appropriate. No right and wrong, but what is appropriate and accurate. The person with subtle intellect will be able to discern. And then Baba says, divine intellect. We have to see our intellect, is it divine? Are we thinking spiritually? Or do we think in normal fashion? Just as Baba said today in the Murli, the children, first you need to appreciate. If you want to say anything to a person, you have to appreciate first and then say something. Similarly, do I think spiritually? Supposing something is there, clash of sanskars, do I understand it properly? That this is there due to the fact that every soul is different? Spiritual. We have to spiritualize, divinize our intellect. Appreciate and divinize our intellect. What does that mean? Thinking in terms of the gyan that Baba has given us. There can be tit for tat, but that is no gyan. To be sensitive is no gyan. When I am sensitive, then I'm so touchy. Anything is said, I start feeling. And feeling is like flu. This is why Baba says, divinize your intellect. Spiritualize your intellect. This intellect becomes the instrument to remember Baba in an easy way. This is the language of love. We do not express our love by offering flowers and this and that. Baba is subtle. Baba is beyond all this. The expression of our love is through this way. Then Baba says, love means making your intellect unlimited. I just do not belong to one estate. This is what he said today also in the Murli. Number wise, but unlimited. This, Baba says, is essential. Making your intellect unlimited. Unlimited, where there are no boundaries, no divisions, no restrictions. Behad. This is required. Just as Baba is having unlimited, he expects us children also to have that kind of intellect. Frequently, Mostly, why frequently? Mostly we limit ourselves to boundaries. But it has to be like Mansa Seva, serving through our minds, subtle way. It is not to be just limited like that. No, go beyond. I'm not to serve only the people who I know, but I have to prepare and make myself such that Baba is able to utilize me to give visions to the people, to anyone in the entire globe. That is unlimitedness. Keeping the three aspects of time in mind, that is unlimited intellect. And then Baba says, Vishal Buddhi, very broad intellect. Thinking not merely in terms of small things, no. Big, think big. Vishal. And what will the consequence of having such intellect? Baba says, you will be obstacle free. There will be no obstacles. Why? Because your intellect is occupied, absorbed in serving. You have no time. Obstacles come only when you are free. When you are not free, there can be no obstacles. And then Baba says you'll be easy yogis. What happens is, generally, we try to remember Baba, we keep attention that I have remembered Baba 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever. Nirantar. I have to remember Baba constantly. We keep attention on this part. But how this can happen, the source, there we do not keep any attention. Source. What is that source? To be easy yogis, this is the source. What Baba spoke about relationships, and then Baba said about different kinds of intellect. This will happen when the ground is okay. Seeds will sprout automatically. So, to be easy yogis, I have to work at this level. Mental link of love with God. Further, I would like to say, Baba In that Murli, he said, your love should be unshakable. No matter what happens, no one should be able to shake your love. Second, it should never break. Breaking in between, never. And third, he said, stable. And then immortal. No one should be able to destroy it. We have Meera from Bhakti. Meera's love for God, Krishna, is unshakable. The king said, you cannot stay in the palace, and gave her some quarters where the servers lived. Meera accepted. Unshakable. It never broke. The king sent her poison to kill her. She just drank the cup of poison. It became nectar. How? Through the deep love for Krishna. It just happened a few centuries back. Imagine our true love for Baba. What wonders it can do. What wonders it can do. She loved Krishna and got so much response. We love Baba. What wonders can be there? Similarly, Achal and Avinashi, no matter what happens, once we have recognized Baba, once we know Him, love will be unshakable, indestructible, immortal. So, what we have to check, I will speak from Baba's words, whether your love right from the beginning, has it remained stable? Or at different times, while facing different circumstances, or while coming in contact with Brahman souls, it has been up and down. Check. Love is straight line, begets more marks. I hope Los Angeles and connected centers will give this gift to Baba, gift of love on Rakshabhandan. Presently, what I said to you in the beginning, I was talking about purity. Now is the time for us to serve the world with our vibrations of purity and love. Remember, the world needs both these things. They don't need gyan. It's not possible for them now. They want magical things to happen. And we can bring this magic into reality through purity, spreading the vibrations of purity. I am not an ordinary person. I am the pillar of purity. In this world, which is full of evil tendencies, I'm a pure being, an angel. Purity becomes the aura of the soul. And if we are wearing this armor of purity, no one can attack us. Nothing can deter us. Nothing can attack us. You must have heard how Sita was in her hut and a line was drawn by Lakshman. Oh Sita, don't cross this line. You will remain protected inside. But what did Ravan do? Ravan changed his form. He came in the form of a beggar. And because of this, Sita could not discern Ravan in the guise of a beggar. And she came out, crossed the line to give him alms. She was caught, abducted, and taken away. What is that line? It is not the line drawn on the ground, but it is a line of Maryada, which we don't have to cross. Secondly, dear brothers and sisters, we have to be Yajna Rakshak. It is the Brahmins who take care of the Yajna. And the Brahmins have to look after the Yajna. We have to take care. How do we take care? that there should be no obstacles in this yajna. No obstacles, either from my side or from anyone else's side. Be watchful. If someone is going to do that, be protective. So, Rakshabhandan says, I have to protect myself. I have to protect my principles. No compromise. I have to protect all maryadas. I have to protect my intellect so that it is not influenced by anyone. I have to be the protector of yajna. This is how now we should celebrate Rakshabhandan. I hope you have all tied Rakhi and tied Rakhi with this intention. If not, then today before leaving, through your thoughts, give this gift to Baba. How long will we keep on giving our negativity? No. Give Baba a nice gift, positive gift. Okay. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It is through by celebrating Rakshabhandan, we prepare ourselves to celebrate Janmashtami. We become divine through Rakshabhandan. We